Buenas tardes, everyone. This is Tyson with Ricardo Amigo Real Estate. I know it's everyone's favorite time of the year. It's certainly mine. Here's the third quarter market update. So what we're going to do for this update is we're going to compare year to date through the first 3 quarters of 2025. How does that compare to 2024? We could go further back, but we're going to keep it simple. Now, I'm not checking my messages here. I actually have the stats in front of me on my phone, hot off the press. So here we go. We're going to start with homes in our area, the Pacific side. And when we say that, just to reiterate, we're talking about the area from Elías Calles up to Agua Blanca. So home stats, if we talk about total homes sold, we're actually above last year just by 3 transactions. If we look at median price has actually increased 25%. So median price in our region right now is 670,000. Days on market has decreased by 10%, and the total sales volume of homes has actually increased 10% so far this year. So we've broken it down into 3 distinct categories. We just spoke about homes. Now we're going to be speaking about condos. After this, we'll be talking about land. So far, condo sales are actually down 15% from this same time last year. The median price has actually increased 31%. The current median price of a condo in our area is $430,000. Days on market has decreased from 141 to 120, a decrease of 15%. And our total sales volume in condos has actually increased 20%. We're hovering right about $7.6 million in total condo sales so far this year. So moving into land, we'll talk about the numbers first, and then we'll talk about what those numbers actually mean. If we look at the amount of transactions that have happened so far, we're actually down by 10 transactions to 94 transactions in land so far this year. The median price has decreased 9%. Median price on land in our area right now is 120,000. Days on market has increased by 16% up to 205 days on market. And total volume, as in the total sales volume of all the land sold in this area, is actually decreased 33%. We're at 19 million. Now, some of that is because there was some big sales last year that kind of skewed those numbers, but a larger portion of that, when I look at those numbers, what it's telling me is there's a lot of educated buyers out there, and they're looking at the price of land and they're looking at increased building costs. And when you take the price of land and the increased building costs, a lot of buyers are leaning towards buying something already built. So to tie all that together, our total sales volume in this region is actually down 5%. And that is because of the falling land sales. If you remember, homes have actually increased the sales volume, and condos, the sales volume has increased, with both of those prices actually going up, where land sales have decreased, even though land has actually gotten a little bit cheaper. So what does that mean as we look ahead? Looking ahead to the fourth quarter to close out the year, we're already seeing an increase in sales, and we expect a strong fourth quarter, probably to outpace last year. And I think when we revisit these numbers at the end of the year, we're actually going to be above and beyond what we did last year. Now, that's my thoughts. We'll see what happens in 3 months. I'll get back to you. So if you're looking to buy or sell in today's market and you want to dive further into these numbers and kind of talk about how you can use this information to leverage a better position for yourself in the market, please don't hesitate to reach out.